HTTV in association with Absolute Warehouse Services. Mark, thanks for joining us after today's game at Luton. Lots to talk about. Give us your overall impression of the full 90 minutes.
Full 90 minutes, I think first 20 minutes, we had an idea of how to build up and also to play over. I think some of us were set and some of us weren't. We rushed it. That's maybe where we are at the minute. I mean, because when we did do it right, it looked better, it felt better and more assured, but we rushed too many occasions, said them at half time, that when it's not set up how it should look, then you're going to cause yourselves problems. We addressed that, but there's other bits in the game, that situation where I spoke obviously with the referee, they get a head injury in the first half, blows and stops play. We get a head injury, an arm to a face that we've seen back, doesn't stop, but then it's down to us. We shouldn't stop. Unless the whistle goes, I don't know how long we've been playing football, but you do not stop. And then we get out jumped, we get out fought, easy to turn, and that's not what we should be doing to win games.
You just said there with some of our colleagues in the press as well, that's where you need the leaders to really stand up and be counted in those type of situations where you feel like the tide's turning on you.
Yeah, well, that's what they're there for. That's what leaders are put in the dressing room for and on the pitch for. And when you don't have your chest out, you don't act like one, you don't behave like one, and we don't have enough on the pitch, then you're not going to win games. And I've said that to them in there, that if you don't be leaders and everyone's a leader on that pitch, then it's not enough, because they were. You looked at they dug it in. And we need to do that and find a way of doing it.
And we got ourselves into a good position. Like you said, you made adjustments at half-time, went 1-0 up through Carl and Grant. The penalty's perhaps a little bit unfortunate, because I don't think Chris knows he's there if he does make contact, but that's the time exactly then when you've got yourself into a position, you've really got to capitalise on it, particularly in our situation.
Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't happen. We go 1-0 up, we look like we're in the game, and then all of a sudden we've put ourselves out of the game, or into a position where you feel now all those feelings and emotions from what the players are feeling come flooding back, and it shouldn't be the case. We've got to find a way to win and see games off, and that only comes from being men and learning it very, very quickly.
Are you surprised to see that, Mark? It's something new that you've said in your time in charge. You know, last weekend it certainly wasn't the case. You saw the performance you wanted. Has it come as a bit of a surprise? Because you talked about training being good this week.
Yeah, training has been good this week, but we can talk about training all day long. You've got to go onto the pitch and do it. But then when you start rushing things, you can't obviously replicate the situation of pressure and people shouting at you, and slow it down. We need to learn, and we look naive in certain situations, and that shouldn't be the case. We've all played the game long enough to know, and we were naive.
Fraser Campbell started his first game for us today. Played about an hour. He'll obviously need more minutes, but what can he offer to you and to the club going forward?
I mean, yeah, it's his first minutes, and for a while. He's working, like I said in the press conference, he's working really hard to get as fit and as close as he can, and that'll help him today. There's plenty more to come from him. And I think Pritch he's carried a bit of a niggle, so but I was happy with the fact that he put his hand up and said, "Yo, I wish you could take me. I want to have an impact from the bench."
Finally, Mark, obviously we're going to the international break now. What's your plan for the players and for the squad between now and that next game against Sheffield Wednesday?
Yeah, we've got a plan. We've got a plan for next week, following week, and the following week after that. That's what we've done. We've put together a process of working on things at specific days. We've got fitness testing to come up, and there's lots to work on. But again, it's not something that we'll hide from. I said that before, and I say it over and over again. Even if we're playing well and win games, there's still stuff to work on. We've just got to work hard and stick together and do that. And that's, again, easy to say that, but we have to show it.
Mark, thanks for joining us.
Cheers. Thank you.